In this video, I'm going to show you how to download and install the 2 bits of free software that you'll need for this course. We'll be using other software later on in this course too, all of which is free and available whether you're using Windows, Linux or a Mac. I'll be using a Mac on this course, but to get started we're going to download and install the 2 bits of software in the video. We're going to be using Chrome as our browser for this course. If you're used to a different browser such as Firefox, Edge or Safari, then you're welcome to carry on with that browser. But I'd highly recommend using Chrome because then you'll see exactly what I'm seeing here on the videos. So to get Chrome, just type download Google Chrome into your search engine and click on the top result and you'll get to this page. Click on the download button and then accept and install. That will then download the file to install Chrome, and then you just click on that and go through the installation process. I can't do that for you because I've already got Chrome installed, but it's pretty straightforward. Alright, so now you've got a copy of Chrome up and running. We're going to install our second bit of software, which is Visual Studio Code. This is our text editor that we're going to be using to write code on this course. You can see what it looks like here. We've got some very nicely indented and coloured code there, and we can be writing code that looks just like that. As with Chrome, there are a number of different text editors out there. And if you use a different one and you like that, then feel free to stick with it. But if you've never used a text editor before, I recommend Visual Studio Code as it's what I'll be using in the course, and you can download versions in Windows, Linux or for the Mac. So to download it, go to code.visualstudio.com in your browser, or you can type something like Visual Studio Code download into Google. I'm working on a Mac, so the website's given me the option to download for the Mac. It just takes a few moments. Not very long. Once downloaded, you can go through the installation process. I have a zip file which I just click on to extract. And then when it's done, you should get the option to drag Visual Studio Code into your applications, which will then complete the install process if you're on a Mac, or you just click and go through the process if you're on Windows. Alright, now that's completed. I'm going to use Command Space on my Mac to open up Spotlight and just start typing Visual Studio Code and it should pop up. There it is. So we're just verifying the program file which we've downloaded from the internet and asked if it's okay to open. We know it is, so click Open. If you're working with Windows or Linux, the steps will be slightly different, but you just need to go through the installation process to install Visual Studio Code. This here's a very useful guide on keyboard shortcuts. I would recommend having a look at that. Shortcuts will save you a bit of time as you get more familiar with your coding. But there we go, you now have Chrome and Visual Studio Code. We'll start from an empty page in the next lecture by selecting New File. I'll see you there.